today at the MIT Haystack Observatory and Lincoln Laboratory Millstone facility. As you can see, we're surrounded by all sorts of technological apparatus and structures.
The first of these was the Millstone Hill radar antenna in 1956, when MIT established this location. It was used as an early warning prototype system for incoming ballistic missiles. Today, it is used as a deep space satellite tracking radar.
This here is the Westford antenna. In 1962, the dish filled with snow. An attempt was made to empty the dish by tilting it horizontally. However, the snow load tumbled over itself and knocked the entire antenna over.
Next year, the antenna was rebuilt with an inflatable radome. Today, it is passive, which means it only receives transmissions. This is the Fire Pond Optical Research Facility. At one point in time, it housed a powerful laser, which burned its own canvas cover off. Nowadays, it holds a state-of-the-art optical imaging sensor.
For a little context, the creation of this site coincided with a time in history where a Soviet nuclear threat was very real. This site became a testbed for rapid technology development in the wake of World War II. Significant contributions of this radar behind me include tracking Russian Sputnik satellites and the first range Doppler image of the moon's surface in 1960.
And these structures that look like something out of a sci-fi movie. The Millstone Hill Steerable Antenna, or MISA for short, was built at Sagamore Air Force Base in 1963 and moved here 15 years later. Its function was to measure the properties of near-Earth space.
There's an interesting story here with the story of Project Westford. In the early 1960s, the US military and Lincoln Labs decided to send 500 million tiny copper needles into the atmosphere to form a ring around the Earth.
The ring of copper would act as an antenna. In the case of an increasingly likely Soviet attack, American long-range communication would stay protected.
2 launches of the needles occurred, and communications were able to be made between Lincoln Laboratory and a twin site in California, proving the theory a success. However, there was much controversy over the project due to a lack of international consultation and communication. And lastly, we are here at perhaps the most recognizable aspect of this campus, the Haystack radio, antenna, and radar. This facility has been a leading source of photographs and imaging of space, such as the images in 1967.
Most recently, the scientists here were part of a group responsible for the first real image of a black hole. These facilities, right here in Westford's backyard, have been responsible for so many scientific discoveries and advancements in their field.
The campus split into MIT Lincoln Laboratory, which works on defense-related research and radar operations under the sponsorship of the U.S. Air Force, and MIT Haystack Observatory, which works on openly available radio science and engineering research.
This came after the Mansfield Amendment to Military Authorization Act, when Senator Mike Mansfield authored legislation which forced the separation between scientific and defense-related endeavors.
Today, pedestrians are welcomed and encouraged to explore the area. The site is still very much active, making improvements and advancements in this field, and it's all happening right here in Westford.